Now I'm starting the YouTube live, and within a minute we will be today in the media conference with Lal Goel, which is brought to you by V4 News, Caru News, V4 Stream, Malnadu TV India, News Gaon se, Samvad Sarokar News, Bharat Post News, Organ Donation India Foundation and Gyan. Our endeavor is to enlighten you with the current topic. But today is a very, very special day because India is celebrating its 73rd Republic Day this year. But before I will start the program, I would like to inform you that just few minutes before, I hosted the national flag at Pandit Health Resort at Moorbidri, Mangalore. So I will just show you that, and then we will start the our regular program. India is celebrating its 73rd Republic Day this year. A republic is a form of government in which power is held by the people and their elected representatives. In republics, the country is considered a public matter, not the private concern or property of the rulers. The word republic comes from the Latin term res publica, which literally means public thing, public matter, or public affair, and was used to refer to the state as a whole. Republic Day is celebrated every year in India on January 26th to commemorate the date on which the Constitution of India came into effect in the year 1950 and the country became a republic. The Constitution was adopted by the Indian Constituent Assembly on 26 November 1949 and came into effect on 26 January 1950 with a democratic government system, completing the country's transition towards becoming an independent republic. 26 January was chosen as the date for Republic Day because it was on this day in 1930 when the Declaration of Indian Independence, Purn Swaraj, was proclaimed by the Indian National Congress as opposed to the dominant status offered by the British regime. India achieved independence from British Raj on 15th August 1947 following the Indian independence movement. The independence came through the Indian Independence Act 1947, an act of the Parliament of the United Kingdom. India obtained its independence on 15th August 1947 as a constitutional monarchy with George VI as head of the state and the Earl Mountbatten as Governor General. The country, though, did not yet have a permanent constitution. Instead, its laws were based on the Modified Colonial Government of India Act 1935. On 29th August 1947, a resolution was moved for the appointment of drafting committee, which was appointed to draft a permanent constitution with Dr. B.R. Ambedkar as chairman. While India's Independence Day celebrates its freedom from British rule, the Republic Day celebrates the coming into force of its constitution. A draft constitution was prepared by the committee and submitted to the Constituent Assembly on 4th November 1947. The Assembly met in sessions open to public for 166 days, spread over a period of 2 years, 11 months and 18 days before adopting the Constitution. After many deliberations and some modifications, the 308 members of the Assembly signed 2 handwritten copies of the document, one each in Hindi and English, on 24th January 1950. 2 days later, which was on 26th January 1950, it came into effect throughout the whole nation. On that day, Dr. Rajendra Prasad began his first term of office as President of the Indian Union. The Constituent Assembly became the Parliament of India under the transitional provision of the new Constitution. The main Republic Day celebration is held in the national capital, New Delhi, at the Rajpath before the President of India. On this day, ceremonious parade take place at the Rajpath, which are performed as a tribute to India, its unity in diversity and rich cultural heritage. The Constitution adopted in 1950 made India a democratic country, and this democracy has been sustained since then. India's sustained democratic freedoms are unique among the world's independent states. The youths play a vital role in the constructive process of building social cohesion, economic prosperity, and political stability in a nation in an inclusive and democratic way. Media conference with Lal Goel wishes you on this auspicious occasion of 73rd Republic Day of India. Now, we are going to show today's theme, and the program is Republic Day Talent Show. And we have our 14 young talents who are going to showcasing their talents, and we have 2 chief guests. And I would like to invite my first chief guest of today's program. He is Professor Dr. Sudhi Saran. Professor Dr. Sudhi Saran is the former visiting professor IIM Lucknow and University of Texas at Dallas, USA. He is the Senior Director of Don Bosco Group, Bengaluru. He is the Director of Eldo Private Limited, New Delhi. He has done his MBA from IIM Ahmedabad in 1980. He did PhD in 1986. He started teaching and researching business and entrepreneurship since 1984. He published research papers in reputed journals, international seminar proceedings, and chapters in books of readings. He started academic administration phase as dean in 1997, rising to executive director, controlling management and engineering institutes in 2007. Her Highness Governor of Karnataka nominated Dr. Saran to the Senate of Bangalore University in recognition of his distinguished academic contributions. He was visiting professor to University of Texas at Dallas from 2012 to 2019. He also visited Washington State University and President University, Indonesia, on the invitation of the Dean Faculty of Business in 2018. He innovated and implemented a unique model to double the turnover with existing infrastructure in 1 accounting year. He is co-promoter of Institute of Family Business Management Society. He is honorary director of NCR Delhi-based high-tech B2B digital startup. He is also co-founder of OWGI Foundation, which promotes social entrepreneurship ventures. Thank you and welcome Professor Dr. Sudhi Saran on this very, very auspicious occasion of the 73rd Republic Day, which we are celebrating with the young talents pan-India who are joining us from all over India today. Professor Dr. Sudhi Saran, we would like you to say a few words on this very auspicious occasion. Professor Dr. Sudhi Saran, please.
Thank you, Mr. Goel. Thank you, Professor Patnaik. Thank you, our founder members of GAN. Thank you, all the participants for joining. Thank you, all the viewers for joining us. This is a momentous day for multiple reasons for our country. First and foremost, we gained independence in 1947, but we were in a transition. We had a geographical identity, but we did not have a political identity. And therefore, the task before the founders of the nation, the people who you named today, were tasked with carving out the identity for the young nation, India. I will commend that every young person spends time in researching and discovering about our history. Wise people have said, those who know the history, learn from it, and move forward are the proper leaders of the country. Those who don't take interest in the history are condemned to repeat the same mistakes we have made in the past. On the auspicious day of the Republic Day today, let us resolve that we will get down to researching the history objectively. That is the most important thing. Perceptions are subjective, but truth is not. It is not that the tie Mr. Goel is wearing to me is red and to you is blue. Therefore, our history as a country is not open to subjective perception. It's not blue to some people and red to some people. We have to be objective when researching our this. And since the young people are going to show their talent, the biggest talent they should aspire to possess is the ability of the eye, the mind's eye, to see truth unblemished by subjectivity, reach to the truth objectively. This is first thing which I want to mention on this auspicious day, 73rd Republic Day. The second point which I want to bring to our attention is, you mentioned we stopped being just an informal country and we had a document called Constitution of India, which begins with the phrase, "We the people of India." Now, each one born in this country, each one who acquires citizenship of the country should remember one thing. Constitutions gives me franchise. Franchise means right to vote. A country is only as healthy as its citizens with its franchise. Some people take their franchise with utmost respect. They study before casting their vote. There are some other people who don't value their franchise. You must be hearing data like in certain parliamentary election, the turnout was 56% or 70% or any such number. What about the balance 44% if 56% turnout was there? What about the 27% if turnout was 73? Those people did not value their franchise for one reason or the other, either due to ignorance or due to despondence. Let me elaborate. If I don't know that my vote will make the kind of candidate win who is respectful to the Constitution, who is morally bound to the principles, founding principles which are there, then it is not only ignorance, it is a grave default. So today I want to emphasize to the young people, please do not be in that bracket of people for any reason. Do not cast your franchise. To the best of your wisdom, to the best of your personal preference, go exercises. I'm no one to prescribe that part. Nobody should prescribe that one. Every adult, because notice, the franchise is not given to non-adults, children, teenagers, it's not given. Only when the people consider you have become a person of sound mind, sound judgment, maybe that age is 18 years, maybe that age is 21 years, That is prescribed and defined. We can study that, debate that, change that, but there is one. So principle I'm mentioning. Take your franchise very seriously. Republic Day, resolve that. You will be there. The third thing is the Constitution gave us a organizing principle for the country. States will be there, union territories will be there. They're all per Constitution. Constitution also says what are the fundamental rights and duties of an individual.
I think we lost you, Dr. Saran. Thank you. I think we lost you. Some network issue. No problem. So thank you very much. Now we can hear you. Yeah, yes, please go ahead.
So those civics principles are not explicitly taught. That had diluted the subject. I urge that you all make sure you urge, because unless there is a demand, educators won't supply. So you have to demand to know the basics in the Constitution in the subject called civics. What are your obligations? What are your rights? And finally, what I want to say is there is a country which goes through a fortune up and fortune down. Never a country remains on one stable platform. Young people, if they are responsible, then a country remains longer on the up path and very little time on the down path, and then it recovers. As happens with business, businesses go up, they come down, go up, come down, business cycle we call it. Nations also go through cycle. Today we have certain advantages of the nation. If we pay attention to the things I have mentioned today, they are fundamental things. I am sure India will be a shining example for all the 200 plus countries in the world to imitate and learn from and follow. Thank you very much, Mr. Goel, for the opportunity.
Thank you very much, Professor Dr. Sudhi Saran, for giving very wise advice to the young people. I'm sure the young youth and even the children who are listening to our program will definitely take your advice. Thank you very much. I would like to invite my next chief guest of today's program, and he's Dr. Santosh Kumar Patnaik. Dr. Santosh Kumar Patnaik is the former Managing Director, Indian Railway Finance Corporation. Dr. Patnaik is a strong visionary, multidisciplined management professional with over 3 decades of rich and varied experience across government departments and public sector enterprises of India. He belongs to the 1989 batch of Indian Railways Account Services. Dr. Patnaik completed his master's in applied geology from Indian Institute of Technology, IIT ISM, in 1985. He did master's in public management from 𝐂𝐀𝐑𝐔 𝐍𝐄𝐖𝐒 School of Public Policy, National University of Singapore in 2005. He did doctor in philosophy, PhD in management from Birla Institute of Technology, Mesra, Ranchi in 2019. Apart from holding key positions in Indian Railways from 1989 to 2013, Dr. Patnaik has the distinctions of holding key management positions in the state and central public sectors enterprises for nearly a decade, both on deputation and on absorption. After taking voluntary retirement from Indian Railways in 2013, Dr. Patnaik joined Heavy Engineering Corporation as Director of Finance from 2013 to 2017, and then as Managing Director of Indian Railway Finance Corporation from 2017 to 2018. For his exemplary work in office automation and computerization, Dr. Patnaik was decorated with the prestigious Railway Minister's Award in 1999. In his last assignment as MD IRFC in 2017, Dr. Patnaik achieved a unique milestone by taking the lead to raise $500 million for the Indian Railways at a competitive price, though through issue of climate bonds, certified green bonds in the overseas market, which incidentally is first of its kind for the railway transportation sector in an emerging economy like India. Right now, he's pursuing his own ideas and passion for institution building and academics. Welcome, Dr. S.K. Patnaik on our show. Dr. Patnaik, we would like you to give your thought on this very, very auspicious occasion of our 73rd Republic Day. Dr. Santosh Kumar Patnaik, please. Dr. Patnaik, I think we lost you, Dr. Patnaik. Okay, so Dr. Patnaik, we will take you once your network will be working. we will not be able to take you right now. No problem. So we are now going to start, ready to start this Republic Day talent show. And before the first, I will call, because she's a very, very small child and she has sent me a recorded thing. So I am going to play that. And her name is Ishika Bhardwaj. She is studying in LKG Parvati Radha Krishnan from a school from Mathura. So I'm just playing her this thing. One moment, please. Where it's. No, I can't see. Let me see if I can see. No, some problems. Why the problems are there? No, I think some problem. So I will take her afterwards. Once this technical problem will go. So I am inviting the next panelist, our young talent. The next is Abhimita. Miss Abhimita Shukla, please introduce yourself and showcase your talent, please.
Yes, sir. I am Amitabh Shukla from 𝐂𝐀𝐑𝐔 𝐍𝐄𝐲 School, Mathura. I study in class 8th A. 26 January 1950 was a historic day when democratic India adopted its constitution. The date was declared because
Yeah. Abhimita Shukla, please go ahead. We can hear you. Abhimita? Please unmute and go ahead.
the date was declared because it was when Purn Swaraj was declared in 1930 by Indian National Congress. Large parade showcasing the prowess of Indian Army, Air Force and Navy, and artists exhibiting the traditional dance forms and
Yeah, you have muted yourself. Please unmute. Abhimita, unmute yourself. Please unmute. Please switch on your video. Abhimita Shukla? No, I think some problem with her. I can see Dr. Patnaik has come back now. Dr. Patnaik, can you hear me?
Yes, now I am able to hear you. I'm extremely
Yeah, you are. No, so, okay. So Dr. Patnaik, can you just give some of your thought for our young children today on this auspicious occasion of the 73rd Republic Day? Dr. Santosh Kumar Patnaik, please.
Thank you, Mr. Goel. Thank you, Professor Saran, and thank you, the viewers, in today's virtual celebration of the 73rd Republic Day on the Lal Goel's media conference. Well, today is a day to celebrate for the 73rd time in a span of last 2 centuries. The celebrations this year are special as India is in the 75th year of independence. Now it's being celebrated as 𝐂𝐀𝐑𝐔 𝐍𝐄𝐲 Amrit Mahotsav all over the country. As all of you know, the Republic Day marks the date on which the Constitution came into effect on 26 January 1950. In fact, as Mr. Goel has already told you, just a year before that, on 26 January 1949, it was adopted and enacted in the Constituent Assembly of India while replacing the Government of India 1935 as the governing document of India. Now, from the British Raj of almost like 300 years, then to a transition of independence, it took almost 3 years from 15th August 1947 to say 26 January 1949, first to adopt and enact, and then to take effect from 26 January 1950. The Constitution building is a very important task which was entrusted to a committee led by Dr. Ambedkar. I know the years of efforts, the years of consultations amongst the different stakeholders it took to get this constitution for the largest democracy in the world was really something stupendous act on the part of the committee. Now, if you look at the core values of our constitutions, you'll come across three things, which Professor Saran has already emphasized and like he has mentioned also. One is the fundamental rights. It's all applied irrespective of race, place of birth, religion, caste, creed, gender, and equality of opportunity in matters of employment. This is the nation gives it to its citizens. And second part is what again Professor Saran has emphasized, the directive principles of state policy. These are the guidelines for framing the laws of the government. And who frames the laws of the government? The people who got elected with our voting. So we, as the citizens of the India, we have certain responsibility to act, and those responsibilities are also enshrined in the Constitution in the form of fundamental duties, which are very key and important for the Republic of India. That is fundamental duties, and all of us as the citizens of the country should be aware of that. What exactly is the more fundamental duties? These are the moral obligations of all citizens of India to promote a spirit of patriotism and to uphold the unity of the India. Now, today, when you look at the country, the nation, you see that we have made all-round progress during last 7 decades or so. And we are on the 75th year of our independence. A lot of things have happened. From a population of say 25 crores, we have gone to almost like 130 crores, more than 5-fold increase. There is growth in all-round growth in our country, but there are a lot of inequalities which is still prevailing in the country. And these are the big challenges for the new generation to tackle with. You, the youngsters who are present here today, you are going to showcase your talents. I say there are about 40% of the youth population who are in the young population, on whom the mantle is now there to take India to a new height. Now, as the new torchbearers of the country, what you need to ask yourself is a famous quote which reminds me, which John F. Kennedy, the 35th President of India, he has uttered this particular line before his countrymen, and this is apt for us as well. What he meant, the thing which is emphasized is ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country. So, dear friends, on this special occasion, let's make a place to our motherland that will do what we can to enrich and preserve our culture, heritage, and our national ethos. With this, let me come to a stop. Jai Hind.
Thank you very much, Dr. Santosh Kumar Patnaik, for giving your very encouraging and words. I'm sure all the youth and the children who are participating today and those who are watching our show will definitely get the benefit out of it. Now, again, I'm trying to share the video which we could not share earlier of Miss Advika Bhardwaj. Let's try if I will get success, because technically problem, now I am getting the success. Let's hope. And she's Miss Advika Bhardwaj, class LKG, Parvati Radhakrishnan from my school, Mathura. So now I'm starting her video to be played. Let's see if we can share. Lots of technical. I am not that technical. That is the problem. Yeah. Now I think. So we have seen how Advika Bhardwaj, such a small girl, has gave a very, very important message about that Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, Isai, we all are brothers and sisters. Now I would like to move to my next young talent guest, and she is Miss Andrea De Souza. Miss Andrea De Souza, introduce yourself and showcase your talent, please.
Good morning. I am Andrea De Souza of Cambridge School, 6th Standard. I am from Mangla. Today, I am going to narrate a story of Arjun on Republic Day. On the evening of 25th January, Arjun and his sister Preeti came back to the house and were on their father's back. Dad, please write. We have to give a speech on the occasion of Republic Day tomorrow. Mishra sir has given our names without even asking us. Dad says, all right, get the notebook. Arjun gives his notebook. Dad writes a speech for him and says, go practice it, Arjun. Dad writes a speech in Preeti's notebook and Preeti leaves to practice the speech. On the morning of 26th January, Arjun and Preeti got ready and leaves for school on the scooter of Dad. There was traffic on the road. All the people came to the road to hoist the flag and were speeding their vehicles. Arjun, sitting behind his father, was in a different dilemma. He had forgotten his speech and was trying to remember it. Then a college student overtook them on his bike with speed and braked in front of them. Dad stopped the scooter. Arjun and Preeti noticed a senior woman was there by the bike. The woman says, hey boy, are you blind? The boy says in a toned voice, are you blind? The lady replies, if you have no manners to talk, then don't ride on the road. The boy says, I have rights. I can ride however I wish. Stay away from the road if you have problem with it. Then both went their own way. Then Dad says, kids, you don't worry about it. Concentrate on your speech. Dad starts a scooter and they start moving. Dad stops at the next red signal, but rest of the vehicles were moving non-stop even after seeing the signal. Raju was noticing all this. Then Dad says, here they break the rules and give long speeches on the stage. Talking about speech, Arjun, do you remember the speech? Arjun's fear was gone after listening to Dad. Arjun says, Dad, I forgot the speech, but I know exactly what I have to say. Arjun and Preeti reached the school. The flag hoisting was done. The kids' speeches were started. Seeing Arjun and Preeti, Mishra sir came to them and said, is this any time to come? I thought you would not come. Preeti, it's your number. Go. Preeti went on the stage and started giving the speech. Hearing her speech, everyone present started applauding. After Preeti ended her speech, it was time for Arjun's speech. Arjun stood in front of the mic and said, everyone gave very good speeches. Everyone said good things. My dad also wrote a speech for me yesterday, but I forgot it. After hearing Arjun, all the students started laughing. But I know what I want to say. In our country, we have a democracy. If we have got the rights for the government institutions, we all fight for the rights. For that, even we go to courts. But are we serious about the duties? Today, we were late to school because we stopped at the signal. Those who did not stop at the signal, they came on time for flag hoisting. Is this republic? A rushing biker hit a senior lady and said that he will ride however he wishes, and that is his right. Is this republic? Today's ceremony is just a formality. If we want to celebrate Republic Day for real, then we have to understand our duties along with our rights. We also have to follow them, then only the Republic Day will be successful. Jai Hind and Jai Bharat. The speech of Arjun came to an end, and the applause started raining. Then the chief guest stood up and also started clapping, because Arjun has ended it with the true meaning of republic. Happy Republic Day to all. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Miss Andrea. I just want to know, you have written this, or you have somebody else has written and given to you this story? Please unmute.
I wrote some by my own and little help from people.
Very good. Keep it up. Very nice. Okay, so we have seen how such a small girl has written the story, and a very, very real story in one sense, that we should all follow what are the rules and regulations prescribed by the government and the department, so that we can proudly say that we are in republic. Now I would like to invite my next young talent. He is Hernan Bhardwaj.
Thank you, Lal Goel, sir. Good morning, everyone. I wish you all a very happy Republic Day. My name is Hernan Bhardwaj. I study in class 5th, the Family International School, 𝐂𝐀𝐑𝐔, New Delhi. While Lal Goel, sir, has already spoken about the importance of Republic Day, I would like to speak about an important aspect of our Republic, Constitution of India. The preamble is the backbone of the Constitution of India. It incorporates the fundamental philosophy and moral, political, and religious values. The Constitution of India talks about liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith, and worship. The idea of liberty refers to the freedom on the activities of Indian nationals. This establishes that there are no unreasonable restrictions on Indian citizens in terms of what they think, their manner of expressions, and the way they wish to follow up their thoughts and action. However, liberty does not mean freedom to do anything, and it must be exercised within the constitutional limits. Our Constitution has given liberty to all Indian citizens, and it is our responsibility to use this liberty judiciously and in the benefit of our society. I also want to share an interesting fact about why 26 January was chosen as the Republic Day. In early 1930, when India was demanding complete freedom from British government, British decided to give only partial independence status to India. Against the British decision, India decided to celebrate Purna Swaraj, complete independence. It was decided to celebrate on a Sunday so that more and more people can join the celebration. Further, to give sufficient time for preparations, last Sunday of January was chosen as the day. In 1930, last Sunday of January was on 26th. To commemorate that day, it was later decided to celebrate 26 January as the Republic Day. Jai Hind and thank you.
Thank you very much, Arnav Bhardwaj, and giving a very important information that it was chosen on last Sunday on 1930. That's why it was decided 26 January. So it's a news for me also, and I'm sure many of our viewers who are watching the show are quite enlightened with this type of knowledge. And I'm sure what you have mentioned today, Arnav Bhardwaj, you are going to see to it that it will remain in you, so that tomorrow when you will become a citizen of India, proper adult citizen of India, you will be a proud citizen of India, and you can proudly say that we are in Republic India. Thank you very much, Arnav Bhardwaj. Now I would like to invite my next young talent, and he is Mr. Bhavish Bhatt.
Namaste, my name is I. Bhavish Bhatt, studying in 8th standard, Sri Chaitanya Techno School, Kotara Chowki, Mangalore. And I am going to sing Tija Tera Rangadame. मौला मेरे लेने की जान। Thank you.
Very nice, Bhavish Bhatt, for giving this song which you have sung right now. And I'm sure that if you will continue with your this caliber, you will be singing very nicely in future also, as you have sung today. Thank you very much. And now my next young talent is Miss Diya Sharma. Turn your mobile in horizontal position, Diya, like this. Yes. Yes, introduce yourself and tell us what you are going to show, and just showcase your talent, please.
Hello everyone, I am Diya Sharma from 9th from Gandhi Shiksha Bharati. And as we all know that today is Republic Day. So first of all,
we can't see you. Please switch on your video, Diya.
Yes.
Yes.
A very shining good morning to everyone and all the citizens of our democratic country, India. And as we all know that today is Republic Day, and on Republic Day, our country, the Indian Constitution of our country came into effect in 1950. Sorry for that. Actually.
Please go ahead. Please go ahead.
Yeah. And we all know that India got independence on 15th August 1947, but the constitution didn't have any, but the nation didn't have any constitution of its own. So the Indian constitution was adopted on 26th November 1949, but officially came into effect on 26th January in 1950. And this year, the country will be celebrating its 73rd Republic Day. So on this day, ceremonious parades takes place at Rajpath, and the parades as a tribute to India for the as a tribute to India for its unity in diversity and for its rich cultural heritage. And this year, it's our 73rd Republic Day. This day reminds us of our freedom struggles and how our great freedom fighters sacrificed their whole lives to make the nation democratic and get us the Poon Swaraj. So I would like to wind up my speech, followed by a moment of silence for those great freedom fighters who just sacrificed their lives for us. So thank you once again for giving me a chance to speak in front of you all. Thank you so much. Jai Hind, Jai.
Diya has finished.
Yeah, but she said about 1 minute silence. So anyway, thank you very much, Diya, for giving your tributes to the freedom fighters. Yet, if the children will start remembering, and if they keep in mind that this freedom or the independence or the republic what we are enjoying today is the sacrifice of so many freedom fighters, and if you give their tributes to them, then really, as our chief guest mentioned, the country, no one can stop our country to be the global leader in the world. Thank you very much, Ms. Diya Sharma, for giving your views. Now I would like to invite my next young talent, and she is Hiya Avinandan. Miss Hiya.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Hiya. I'm in first standard B section. I'm in Chennai Vidyalaya. From Chennai. Today I'm going to chant Bhagavad Gita. Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha Atha Dvitiyodhyayah Sankhya Yogaha Shri Bhagavanuvacha Yesha te vihita sankhye buddhi yoge tvimam shrunu बुद्ध्या युक्तो यया पार्थ कर्मबन्धं प्रहास्यसि नेहाभिक्रमणाशोऽस्ति प्रत्यवायो न विद्यते स्वल्पमप्यस्य धर्मस्य त्रायते महतो भयात् व्यवसायात्मिका बुद्धिः एकेह कुरु नन्दन बहुशार्का ह्यनन्ताश्च बुद्धयो व्यवसायिनां यामिमां पुष्पितां वाचं प्रवदन्त्यविपश्चितः वेदबाधरताः पार्थ नान्यदस्तीति वादिनः कामात्मानः स्वर्गपराः जन्म कर्म फलप्रदां क्रिया विशेष बहुलां भोगैश्वर्यगतिं प्रति भोगैश्वर्य प्रसक्तानां तयापहृतचेतसां व्यवसायात्मिका बुद्धिः समाधौ न विधीयते त्रैगुण्य विषया वेदाः निस्त्रैगुण्यो भवार्जुन निर्द्वन्द्वो नित्यसत्त्वस्थः निर्योगक्षेम आत्मवान् यावानर्थ उदपाने सर्वतः सम्प्लुतोदके तावान् सर्वेषु वेदेषु ब्राह्मणस्य विजानतः कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन मा कर्मफलहेतुर्भूः मा ते सङ्गोऽस्त्वकर्मणि योगस्थः कुरु कर्माणि सङ्गं त्यक्त्वा धनञ्जय सिद्ध्यो समो भूत्वा समत्वं योग उच्यते हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरि ओम wish you all a happy Republic Day. Thank you, Hari Om.
Thank you very much, Shia. And really, in such a young age, you have remembered this. It's really very remarkable. God bless you. And this is a message to all the viewers that even if you are a child or a grown-up, if you believe in your own culture or any religion, which religion you believe, if you believe in that, then you will have very good culture, and definitely the country will have good citizens, and we can proudly say that our country is the best. Thank you very much, Shia, for reciting. Thank you. Now, my next young talent is Ishika Bansal. Ishika, it's mute. You please unmute. Miss Ishika, you are on mute. Please unmute.
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir.
Yeah.
I'm audible, sir?
Yes, please go ahead. Yep, you again put the mute. Yes, please go ahead.
My name is Ishika Bansal and I am pursuing MBA in Hindustan Institute of Management and Computer Studies. Sir, I want to speak something on freedom. My eyes are little wet seeing the free flying birds. These are tears of happiness seeing the birds flying up in the sky. Thanks to the fearless leaders who faced it all, making tough times pass by. There may be many things can't be lived without, but freedom is what I cherish the most. Without any doubt, love can speak volume, even words become last. Love from freedom of some has left us blessed with his freedom. These moments we share, let's learn to care for the people around us. Care of our nation in every possible way. So come, let us together wish our beautiful India, and wish you a very happy Republic Day. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Ishika Bansal, for giving such a beautiful message on this Republic Day. I am sure that today we all are free and enjoying this Republic Day because
sir.
so many great leaders sacrifice of the freedom fighters, and that's why our Republic is so great. Thank you very much, Ishika Bansal. Now, my next young talent is Master Karnik.
Hello everyone, my name is 𝐂𝐀𝐑𝐔 𝐍𝐄𝐖𝐒. I study in class 4 and I live in Bangalore. Today I am going to speak about Republic Day. Freedom in mind, faith in our words, pride in our heart, memories in our soil. Let's salute the nation on Republic Day. 26 Jan 1950 was the historic day when Constitution of India came into effect, thereby starting a democratic system of governance. We still look back at Dr. B.R. Ambedkar to thank him for inculcating such noble ideas in a constitution. It's the lengthiest on the paper constitution on the world, friends. This date was selected because it was when Purna Swaraj was declared in 1930 by the Indian National Congress. 73 years ago, on this day, we, the people of India, adopted and enacted and gave to ourselves a unique constitution. A galaxy of great leaders like Bal Gangadhar Tilak, Mahatma Gandhi, Lala Rajpat Rai, and Subhash Chandra Bose inspired our freedom struggle. They are diverse dream of magnificent future on motherland, but common to their aspiration, where these values were inculcated, such as justice, diversity, equality, and fraternity. This current government is also trying very hard to follow these values by incorporating new policies and laws in the current framework so that dream of better India can be fulfilled. Just to inculcate work on these values, many new campaigns are launched. For example, Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao aims to generate awareness and improve the efficiency of welfare services intended for girls in India. Abolishing triple talaq, completely abolishing triple talaq practice of the Muslim men. Ujjwala Yojana, providing free gas cylinder to poor people. Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, providing affordable housing to urban and rural poor. Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana, open to Indian citizens that aim to expand affordable access to financial services such as bank accounts, remittances, credit, insurance and pensions. Ayushman Bharat Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana aims to provide free access to health insurance coverage for low-income earners in India. Startup India is an initiative of Government of India to provide funding and support to new startups in India aligned with Make in India campaign. My proposal: I am very much concerned about global warming and climate change, and it's going to be very much dangerous for our future generations. Through governments of the whole global community are working on this, and recent summit attended by 100 countries in Glasgow has proven this point. But we are doing enough? No, we are not doing enough. I am thinking to start an interactive community portal which should provide all the leading environmentalists, NGOs working in environment field, governments and common people of India. This portal will help all residents to bring in the noticed environment problems in their areas, and highly advanced policy framework in portal will try to address the problems by taking help from NGOs and governments. Dear friends, we are the young soul of nation. The revolutions look inside you, and you are the most important than you ever would be. more powerful than you ever would be. Fill your hearts with a zeal to do good for our country, for its people. Youth can make ideas into reality, and the youth of the nation has the most energy of changing over the systems, building new ones and better ones. Today I am going to sing a song for everyone and for you all and for our country. You are my sunshine, you are my sunshine. You make me happy when skies are grey. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Thank you very much, Karnik, for giving your views. And it's such a nice to see that the young talents, the young children are so much aware about the problems, about the challenges, even about the beneficial schemes of the government. But one message which Karnik has given, which I'm sure that even the adults should also know, that global warming, and that is a very, very important thing. We all must do something, try to at least keep our lights off when it is not of use, so at least we can save some electricity, the energy which is creating global warming, at least that. And we should not cut the trees and try to plant more trees. Thank you very much, Karnik, for giving a very, 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 very important message on this Republic Day. Now I would like to invite my next young talent, and he is Mr. Prakhar Bhardwaj.
Good morning to all. My name is Prakhar Bhardwaj. I am studying in class 6 in Gandhi Shiksha Bharati School, Mathura. Today I am going to speak about Republic Day. Republic Day is celebrated to remember the historic moment when our nation became an independent republic country. As we all know that India got its independence on 15th August 1947, and the country did not have its own constitution. Instead, India was governed by the laws implemented by the British. However, after many deliberations and amendments, a committee headed by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar submitted a draft of the Indian Constitution, which was adopted on 26 November 1949 and officially came into effect on 26 November 1950. On the same day, Dr. Rajendra Prasad also began his term as the first president of India, and the Constituent Assembly became the Parliament of India under the provisions of the new Constitution. Ever since independence, the main celebration of Republic Day has been held at the national capital, New Delhi, at the Rajpath, in the presence of the President, Prime Minister, and the high-ranking officials of India. Thank you, and Happy Republic Day.
Thank you very much, Prakhar Bhardwaj, for giving the views about the Republic Day. And I'm sure that if all the children, if you all just remember one thing, that how difficult it was to get the independence, and after independence it was not easy to make a constitution, because constitution was it's not a small draft or the book it has written, and so many people worked day and night and they have written the book, the constitution, which is the holy book, one can say, for the country. And if you all consider, and if you just be loyal to our constitution, then the country will be like earlier we used to say, "Sone ki chidiya," India will become like that India will be a golden bird again. Thank you very much, Prakhar Bhardwaj, for giving your views, and very, very good views, I must say, on the about the constitution. Now I would like to invite my next young talent, and she is Miss Shibana. Yes, go ahead, please.
A pleasant good morning to all. I'm Shibana Banu Abdul Ghani. I'm pursuing my UG program in Al-Azhar College of Arts and Science, Todubula, Kerala. First of all, I like to appreciate Lal Goel sir for giving me such a moment, and extend my hearty vote of thanks to our chief guest, Professor Dr. Sudhi Saran and Dr. Santosh Kumar Patnaik, sir, spared time for us and from their busiest schedule to grace the occasion. Today we had an opportunity to hear out your thoughts, and this will be surely be going to encourage the young people for our future events. I would like to wish you a very happy Republic Day. The Constitution of India came to force on 26 Jan 1950. So we celebrate this day as the Republic Day every year. In this year 2022, we are celebrating the 73rd Republic Day of India. India is a democratic country which has no king or queen to rule here, although the people here are the rulers here. Every citizen living in this country has equal rights. No one can become a chief minister or prime minister without our votes. We have the rights to choose our prime minister or any other leaders to lead the country in the right direction. Our leader should have enough skill to think in favor of his country. He should think equally about all the states, village, and cities of the country, so that India can become a well-developed country without any discrimination of race, religion, poor, rich, upper class, middle class, lower class, illiteracy, etc. It is an important day for all the Indians. Today, when a few fellows Indians talk about the fear of losing basic rights that the constitutions have given us, this day becomes more important. Although we celebrate Republic Day as a nation festival since our childhood, we understood the real importance of this day. When we grown up on this day in the year 1915, the Constitution of India came into into force. We have some common issues, and still we are facing today some common issues like cleanliness, education, and employment, and many other issues. But we have to solve them. Government also launched some schemes like Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, Beti Bachao, Beti Bachao, Skill India, Make in India, and many more. But we cannot depend fully on the shoulder of our government. We need to do something for our country, and we all must take a step to make a better and strong nation. We must keep the idea which you are mentioned in the Constitution of India, which are justice to everyone.
I think we lost Miss Shivana. There's a problem in the network. So anyways, what she has mentioned was very clear. The responsibility lies with all of us, not only the government. We must see to it that our house and our outside house also, everything should be clean, and we must become a responsible citizen for the country. Thank you very much, Ms. Shivana, although we cannot, you are not in now in the network. Now I would like to invite my next young talent, and she is Miss Swarnima Sharma.
Good morning, sir. To one and all present here, I am Swarnima Sharma. I am Swarnima Sharma, pursuing my MBA from 𝐂𝐀𝐑𝐔 Group of Institution, Ghaziabad. Now I'm going to give my speech on Republic Day. What is Republic Day? Republic Day honors the date on which the Constitution of India came into force on 26 January 1950, replacing the Government of India Act 1935 as the governing document of India. The Constitution was adopted by the Indian Constituent Assembly on 26 November 1949 and came into effect on 26 January 1950 with a democratic government system, completing the country's transition toward becoming an independent republic. The Constitution of India gives our fundamental right, which is the essence of our freedom. First is right to freedom of speech. Second is right against exploitation, right to education, right to equality. India became independent on 15 August 1947. It depended on the modified Colonial Government of India Act 1935. India achieved independence from British rule on 15 August 1947, following the Indian independence movement noted for largely peaceful, non-violent resistance and civil disobedience by Mahatma Gandhi. The independence came through the Indian Independence Act 1997, an act of the Parliament of the United Kingdom that partitioned British India into the two independent domains of the British Indian Pakistan. India admits its independence on monarchy with George VI as head of the state and Earl Mountbatten as Governor General. The country thoroughly did not behave as a permanent constitution. So at the last, I wish you all a very happy Republic Day. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Sharma, for giving your views. And I'm sure that if all the young children, all the youth, if they will remember, if they will take this Republic Day, not only just to celebrate, but also in spirit, why the Republic Day was, why we are celebrating Republic Day, and what we should do. As one of the chief guests said, that you should not ask what country is doing for you, but you should think that what country should do for the country, what we can do for the country. So if you all will decide to do something for the country, whether it's a cleanliness or house or saving the energy, so many things one can do even at your age also, then definitely the country can grow bounds and leaps. Thank you very much, Ms. Sharma, for giving your views. I think I can see Ms. Shibana Banu again. Ms. Shibana Banu, yes, please go ahead. You can complete your.
Sorry for the interruption. I have a current issue, that's why. So we must keep the ideas that which we were mentioned in the Constitution of India, which are justice to everyone, equality, liberty, fraternity, and sovereignty. We should not forget the ideas of our Gandhi Babu, and we need to implement their ideas in our life so that we can make our nation strong. Our Constitution gives us various rights and responsibility too. We live in a democratic country where people enjoy their fundamental rights. In society, we have different castes, religion, and many other things that separate us. But on the border picture, we are all Indians. India is a land that is a great example of unity in diversity. The beauty of our country is when we have a different language and we also have a conflict and difference. But on national festivals, we are all stand as a unity force. Since childhood, 26 January has been a memorable day for all of us. Many of us may recall this day as a festival and celebrate it in schools by participating in cultural programs and many other activities. For a few of us, this is a day we get up to watch Republic Day parade as a tribute to India. On Republic Day, ceremonial parades take place at the Rajpath. The celebration begins from the great gates of Rashtrapati Bhavan, followed by rising hills on the Rajpath, and the Indian Gate is the main attraction on Republic Day. After the ceremonial parade, there is a presence of various dignitaries like the President, Prime Minister, and other higher officer or government officials at the Rajpath. The weapon and the equipment that the army shows in the parade reflect the power of our army force. Army force. On this day, the award and medals of the bravery bands are given as the armed force and to the civilians too. The main attraction for the bravery awards is the youth who are awarded by the Prime Minister for showing their ultimate bravery. When the helicopters of the army force fly past the parade areas and shower the rose petal on the audience, everyone feels special. The program ends with the national anthem, where you are at home or watching the parade. Personally, you get up and give the respect to the national anthem. It's a day that makes us think beyond the caste, creed, religion, state, language, and color. We all feel the same emotion of loving our country. So let's take a pledge that we will maintain peace and harmony, and we must remember that sacrifice of our freedom fighters, that we can value the freedom which we got because of their sacrifice. I want to especially thank the government cleaning staffs. Because of them, our country are clean. So we must thank them. I want to end this speech by saying that patriotism is just like a charity. We must begin at home. Thank you, Jai Hind and Vande Mataram.
Thank you very much, Ms. Shibana Banu, for giving your very, very strong views. And you rightly said that charity begins from home, similarly, the patriotism begins from home. And if we all, the young will decide that we are patriotic, and we have decided, that's what you are showcasing today. So then no one can challenge us our patriotism. You all are very highly patriotic, and that is a patriotic country of India. Thank you very much, Ms. Shibana. Now I would like to invite my last young talent, and she is Miss Vanishka Garg.
Good morning to everyone. My name is Vanshika Garg, and I'm pursuing MBA first year from Kite Group of Institutions, Ghaziabad. All of us are gathered here to celebrate the 73rd Republic Day of our country today. I'm obliged and honored to get this opportunity to put forward my views. Republic Day is celebrated on January 26 every year with a lot of joy, happiness, and pride in our hearts. As on this day, in the year 1950, the Indian Constitution came into effect. We all know that India got independence on August 15, 1947, but the nation didn't have any constitution of its own. However, after many discussions and considerations, a committee headed by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar submitted a draft of the Indian Constitution, which was adopted on November 26, 1949, and officially came into effect on January 26, 1950. Our first Indian president, Dr. Rajendra Prasad, said that we find the whole of this vast land brought together under the jurisdiction of one constitution and one union, which takes over the responsibility for the welfare of more than 320 million men and women inhabiting it. Our great Indian freedom fighters have struggled a lot and sacrificed their lives to get the Poon Swaraj, meaning complete freedom in India. There are uncountable freedom fighters like Mahatma Gandhi, Bhagat Singh, Subhash Chandra Bose, Chandrasekhar Azad, and many more. Today is the day to reaffirm our commitment to the unity in diversity, fraternity, and equality among all our citizens. Each and every citizen of this country must remember them on such a great occasion. The main Republic Day celebration is held at National Capital, New Delhi, at the Rajpath in presence of the President of India. On this day, ceremonious parades take place at the Rajpath, which are performed as a tribute to the India. The celebration commences from the gate of Rashtrapati Bhavan. The President's residence, Raisena Hill on the Rajpath, past the India Gate, is the main attraction of Republic Day celebrations. This will be followed by the presence of various dignitaries at Rajpath to celebrate the occasion. President, Prime Minister, and other high-rank officials of India are usually included in the list of dignitaries. As a part of celebration, India has been hosting head of state or government of another country as state guest for honor of Republic Day celebrations in New Delhi. This has been followed since the year 1950. It depicts a culture of Atithi Devo Bhava. The president unfurls the flag and addresses the nation with Republic Day speech. We all should take an oath to maintain the sovereignty of our nation. The sovereignty is priceless. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Vanishka Garg. Yes, sovereignty is priceless, and we must take oath that we have to keep our sovereignty intact and keep our tricolor flag flying very, very high. Thank you very much, Ms. Vanishka Garg, for giving your views. Now, I would like to invite back our chief guest of today's program, first Professor Dr. Sudhi Saran, for his comments about today's Republic Day's talent show, which you have seen today, how our young talents have showcased their talent. Professor Dr. Sudhi Saran, please.
Thank you, Mr. Goel. Thanks to all the young talent. I am definitely very impressed. I am certainly moved to some extent, and I am reassured our country is in the good hands. Starting from Advika to Vanshika, A to V, we had the speakers and they had diversity impersonated, incarnated. In the person, we saw what our beautiful country offers by each of the A to V young talent we had. Of course, each of them excelled in their own way. Their parents must be very proud, their teachers must be proud, we, the elders, must be very proud and reassured. Some of them outdid themselves. They were not competing with others, not at all. They were individuals in their own behalf. So some of them excelled. For example, Hia from Chennai, what control on our culture. Karnik from Bangalore, what culture. Then Shibana, what a control on diversity. Ishika, Dia, Bhavish, Arnav, Andrea, Abhimita, Swarnima, each one of them were a joy to listen, joy to watch. Thank you for treating us to such a bouquet of talent today, celebrating our Republic Day. Thank you very much. It was a joy. It will be joy for next year.
Thank you very much, Professor Sudhi Saran. And I'm sure these views are like blessings to all the children because today they have showcased, and this is what the country requires today, that instead of listening to many of the speeches of so many people here and there, the elders, we must try to encourage the youth, the young children to come forward, and they are the future. They are going to be the future of the country. If they will be knowing what is happening today and the way they have spoken today, it clearly shows that their knowledge is there, and definitely they might be given the aid, as you mentioned, by the parents or even the teachers, but it is required today so that they know that if they are going to have these types of feeling in them now, tomorrow, the next year or the years to come, they will become very, very a very responsible and good citizen of our great country, India. Thank you very much, Professor Saran, for giving your blessings to all our children, all the children who are participating in today's program. Now, I would like to invite my next chief guest, and he is Dr. Santosh Kumar Patnaik, for giving his opinion and his observations of today's media conference with this Republic Day talent show with these young talents. Dr. Santosh Kumar Patnaik, please.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Goel. It's quite heartening to see the youngsters, particularly the young minds, speaking so freely about a nation which is still in the form of building, even though we have adopted the constitutions around 75 years back. As I could listen to each one of them, the confidence grows within the generation which has already making a way out. The new generation which is coming in, particularly in this 21st century, they are full of ideas, and each one of them has expressed in no uncertain terms. Whether it is talking about a source story, starting with Andrea, nicely elaborate talk on the source story, where each one of, as a responsible citizen of the country, we have a responsibility to carry the nation forward. And then some talents like the Bhavesh singing so nicely, so mellifluously, it touched my heart, and definitely each one of them who has contributed their talents in this forum is certainly going to make a good mark in the future to come. And I'm quite glad to see that the country is in the safe hands of this generation who are full with ideas, full with, and they're not only with ideas, that they can translate their ideas into actions, as some of them could speak it so fluently and without any inhibitions in their mind. I wish all these youngsters all the best, and to come on this virtual platform and be part of this Republic Day celebration. And let's see the GYAN, the Global Youth Area Network, under whose tutelage we all have combined our hands. We can extend our network to all these youths who have participated today. And through proper mentoring, I think these youth are going to be the torchbearers of the nation in the years to come, in the days to come. Thank you, Mr. Goel.
Thank you very much, Dr. Santosh Kumar Patnaik, for giving such encouraging words to the young talent. And really today, the young talent, I can say, the way they have done. And I must give thanks to all of them, their parents and their teachers, because today when I sent the message, they were very happy to come and take part. And it's not easy to operate the network, operate the devices, but the way they have handled today, it is so easily they have handled. Rather, because I am doing the media conference every day, and I found that even the elders can't handle the way and their confidence, the way they were showcasing their confidence at this age. is remarkable. And I must give thanks to all. If I will start naming everybody, it's from Advika, how she has given that message, although she could not, because she is only 2 years or so old, but still she has they have sent a video, and we could take her. And then Abhimita, then Andrea, Arnav, Bhavish, the song he sang, then Dia, then Hia, as our Dr. Saran has mentioned about that, how she and it's a memory. She has remembered, and she was singing the bhajan from her memory. It's remarkable. Then Ishika Bansal, the way he's thinking right now to come out with a app for the global warming. It's a very good thinking at this age. Then Prakhar, then Shibana, Swarnima, and Vanishka. All of them have showcased their talents beautifully. I must give thanks to them. And before I will go end our program, I would like to inform you that we have spoke about our Constitution. But there is a preamble on the Constitution. So I will just read the preamble so you will understand what our great country stands for. We, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic, and to secure to all its citizens justice, social, economic, and political liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith, and worship, equality of status and of opportunity, and to promote among them all fraternity, assuring the dignity of the individual and the unity and integrity of the nation. In our Constituent Assembly, this 26th day of November 1949, do hereby adopt, enact, and give to ourselves this Constitution. So this was the preamble of our great Constitution, the holy book for our republic country, great India. And this is where we all stand. If you all pledge today, take a pledge that you will not fight with each other on caste, creed, religion, language, then our country can become very, very great. You need not to follow anybody. You have to follow yourself. You are having that strength, which we have seen, you have shown today, and which we have seen. I'm sure today's program is very, very enlightening, not for all those who are participating, but everyone who is in watching our show. Thank you very much. And thanks to our chief guest also, especially, and all the youth guests. And today's program has been live telecasted by V4 News, V4 Stream, Malnadu TV India, News Gaon Se, Samvad Sarokar News, Bharat Post News, Caru News, as well as was shown live on Facebook and YouTube. And our endeavor is to bring to you every day new topic in our media conference with Lal Goel at 10:30 a.m. And tomorrow, our topic is Indian cinema, impact on society. And our panelists are Dr. Rajiv Anand, Senior Psychiatrist and Marriage Counselor, Mumbai, Ms. Vaishali Shah, ad filmmaker, Mumbai, Mr. Vivek Budhakoti, filmmaker, screenplay writer and director, Mumbai, and Ms. Asha Varia, therapist and psychologist, Mumbai. So please tune in tomorrow for media conference with Lal Goel at 10:30 a.m. Thank you very much, all my youth guests, young talent, right from 2 years to whatsoever the age, but from LKG to MBA. I can say you have showcased today that India is having lots and lots of talent for everyone. And thank you very much, Professor Dr. Sudhi Saran. Thank you very much, Dr. Santosh Kumar Patnaik, for giving your so much precious time for this young talent. I'm sure they all are very much encouraged with your blessings and with your kind words. And thank you all the viewers for watching our show. And I'm sure today's program is very enlightening. Only my request is what our young children have mentioned. If we adults, if we the civil society will follow even 10% of it, our country will become a great nation. Thank you very much. And once again, Happy Republic Day to all of you. Thank you very much.